What is being predicted with extraordinary details is a cleansing, an elimination, an execution by quote-unquote the angel destructor of all the hidden and declared enemies of Christ. The 3 days of darkness will mark the seal of a chastisement that is to come forth, which will be a purification of souls, purification of the world and of the Catholic Church in particular. These 3 days of darkness, we are told, will be as well the seal of a new rebirth, a renaissance of souls, shall we say, that will start a new era for humanity, for the world, and particularly for the Roman Catholic Church.
So what happens during the 3 days of darkness?
What we have gotten from some mystics and saints, such as the one you've mentioned, Saint Padre Pio, is somewhat heresy. First of all, it must be understood that these particular messages, these revelations that have been entrusted to these particular messages, these new modern prophets, shall we say, are not meant to be interpreted as an ultimatum or as a threat of any kind. It is meant to have humanity prepare, first and foremost, spiritually. Then, second of all, physically. What is to come truly will seal a new point of reference in the books of history in the times to come, and will initiate what some call the last seal of the apocalypse, which will be a chastisement that has been foretold now for quite a while. To name but only a few, at the end of last century, La Salette, then later by La Fraudet, Tilly, all approved by their local archbishops, priests, and by the Vatican, only to be confirmed later by saints such as Padre Pio and Marie-Julie Janis, Elena Ailo, Anna Maria Taigi, and so on and so forth. The list goes on and on. So these particular 3 days of darkness will consist of a purification, as I mentioned earlier. This purification, we are told, will be meant to cleanse the world from all of the enemies of the Church. What is being predicted with extraordinary details is a cleansing, an elimination, an execution by quote-unquote the angel destructor of all the hidden and declared enemies of Christ and of the only church he founded, the Roman Catholic Church. Remember, although we are close and we must remain close to our brother Protestants, our brother Christians, the only church that has ever been founded by Jesus Christ himself is the Roman Catholic and Apostolic Church, founded on St. Peter. However respectable all our brothers, other churches of different denominations, we must remember that theirs have been founded by men. In the balance of things, one must consider, was it possible that Christ, when he founded his church, a church which produced saints such as Padre Pio, who announced the 3 days of darkness, was it possible that Christ was not able to foresee what the future held for humanity, for the church he founded? It is naturally understood that he was fully aware, and he indeed knew what was to come. So these 3 days of darkness will indeed seal the end of an era, the end of these times, not the end of the world, at the end of these eras, and will initiate a golden time of humanity, a time, a new era, which will be closer to God than ever registered in human history. A new church which will go back to the traditions of our fathers and of their fathers before them. A traditional church that is faithful to the commandments of Christ, to the dogma of the faith, and to the true magisterium of the Roman Catholic Church.
Hi, everyone. This is John Henry Westen. We hope you enjoyed this program. To see more like it, be sure to hit the subscribe button below to get all the latest content from LifeSite News. Check the links in the description to read more and connect with us on social media so that you can stay up to date with all the latest life, family, faith, and freedom news. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you.